Thanks so much for joining. I'm Rachel, and this is our all levels Vinyasa Flow. This flow will help you stretch and strengthen your entire body, so really get into the flexibility and mobility. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. So let's begin by coming down to our mats. Come into a tabletop position, and let's go ahead by stretching out our wrists. So spread your fingers nice and wide. We're just gonna take some circles with the shoulders coming over the wrists. You can also tuck the toes and stretch the soles of the feet so that when you come back, your feet are getting that nice stretch. So go both directions, keep your fingers nice and wide. You can turn your fingers in towards each other and do the same thing, big circles. Just getting those nice and warmed up, go the other way. And then turn the fingers out, wrists in. You can rock side to side. Keep breathing. And come back to center. We'll take one palm up, or you can take both up. It's up to you, whatever is easier. And then spread your fingers wide, and you can bend your elbows as much as you need to here, and maybe straighten your arms. You can even take fists with your hands, and then spread the fingers. All right. Do that a couple times. And then place your hands back down. Let's extend the crown of the head forward and take some cat-cows. So rotate the eyes of your elbows forward. So if you were to bend your elbows, they bend straight back. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your sit bones, arch your back. Pause here, pull your shoulders away from your ears. Broaden your collarbone, take one more breath in, really arching your back. And as you exhale, press the earth away, draw your navel up and in, round into your cat stretch. Pausing here, really feel the roundedness in your back. Press the space between your shoulder blades up and out. And breath to movement, cat-cow as you drop your belly. Inhale. Exhale, press the earth away. So stay here through cat and cow. You're welcome to take any other movements that feel good. If you like to round your spine, maybe take barrel rolls side to side. And take a couple more breaths. Maybe just close your eyes, let your head hang heavy. And come back to neutral on your next inhale. Take your knees nice and wide to the edges of your mat and bring your big toes together to touch. Walk your hands one palm print forward, spreading your fingers wide. Take your hips forward towards the top of your mat and point your toes up to the sky. Really pressing your hips forward and down. Rotate the shoulders down your back. Taking a seal pose here, really shine your heart forward. You can even gaze up. Maybe take yourself side to side, let your feet just go as you look over one shoulder. Stretching the front line of your body here. Come back to center, take a breath in, open the heart. Exhale, child's pose, press back, big toes together, bring the forehead down. You can reach the arms forward or relax the forearms, maybe sway a little side to side. Get out any movement, and let's focus on our breath here. So as you come into stillness, really bring all of your awareness to your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. You can start to constrict the muscles at the back of your throat, engaging your yoga breath, your Ujjayi pranayama. Building that internal heat, that internal fire. The tongue can rest lightly on the roof of your mouth. And if you're unfamiliar with this yoga breath, you can just focus on making your inhales and your exhales the same length, and breathing in and out through your nose. Take a moment, maybe setting an intention for your practice today. And that intention can be very simple. It can be one word that you would like to bring into your practice, one thing that you would like to cultivate. Maybe that's more love, more peace, more compassion for yourself or others. Whatever that is, take a moment, and as you breathe in, fill up with it. And as you exhale, breathe out through your mouth, send it out. Let's do that twice more. Breathe in, fill up. Big open mouth sigh, let it go. Last one, biggest breath you've taken today. Breathe in, really fill up through your nose. Hold it at the very top. Open your mouth, big sigh, let it go. Inhale through your nose. Ujjayi breath out through your nose. And on your next inhale, draw yourself back up into your tabletop, hands and knees. And let's take a twist. So place your left hand in the middle of your mat, right under your face. Inhale your right arm open and twist. As you exhale, thread the needle, your right arm coming all the way underneath the left. And so lots of options here. You can stay here. Make sure that your ear and cheek are on the mat. Your hand is pressing and twisting. No pain in your neck, so tuck your chin if you need to. You can also walk the left hand to the top corner, top edge of your mat. And I like to kickstand the left toes off to the side and rotate a little bit further onto the top of the right shoulder blade. Here I'm looking at the ceiling right above my head with the chin tucked under, pressing the back of my right hand into the earth as I twist. This kickstand leg really helps me to rotate even further, countering the balance here. So however you want to go, take one more breath, extend and twist. And as you exhale, take the knee back down nice and easy. Slide the hand back under your shoulder. Inhale, reach up, open and twist. And let's switch it out. Right hand comes down. Inhale your left arm up. As you exhale, thread the needle, come all the way underneath. And again, you have options. You can stay right here with the hand under the elbow. You can reach the right hand to the top of the mat. Or you can extend the leg, kickstand the right foot off the mat, and rotate onto the top of the left shoulder blade if you can. Again, here both arms are pressing into the earth to help me keep that balance and to deepen into the twist. So however far you'd like to take this pose, go ahead, breathe slow, take one more full breath in. And as you exhale, gently bring the knee back down, slide the right hand under the shoulder, and open and twist, reach to the sky. Exhale, take the left hand back down. With the toes tucked under now, take a cow breath. Drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your step bones. And with your toes tucked, lift the knees, pike the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So I'd like you to pedal your feet here, first time in your downward facing dog. So as one knee bends, the other leg straightens and you press the heel to the mat. Then go side to side. Take a moment, gaze towards your hands, making sure that the middle finger is straight forward and the thumbs are goal posted in. Press into the knuckle pads. And then rotate the shoulders out and down away from your ears. Gaze is through the legs so the neck hangs nice and heavy, maybe even give it a shake. Find stillness, melting both heels as you exhale. Inhale, look forward at your wrists. As you exhale, keeping your hips high, just tiptoe your feet right to the top of the mat behind the wrist. Take a halfway lift, breathe in, hands to the shins, roll the shoulders down your back. Now as you exhale, bring your belly to your thighs, ragdoll. You can grab opposite elbows, sway. Let your head hang nice and heavy. If you need to, you can widen your feet a bit more. And keep the knees bent to feel this in the low back. Or if you want a bit more into the hamstrings, you can start to straighten the legs. Come back to center, release your hands down, and take another halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulders down the back, extend the spine, tailbone to crown. Exhale, forward fold, heel toe the big toes all the way together to touch. With a bend in your knees, your chin tucked and your arms heavy, roll one vertebrae at a time all the way up to standing. Once your shoulders stack your hips, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Breathe in, pinkies in, thumbs out. As you exhale, cactus your arms, lifting your heart, micro back bend, press your hips forward. Inhale to re-extend, reach up. Hands through heart, hinging at your hips, lengthen forward as you bow down to your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen the spine, shoulders down the back. Exhale, plant the hands and step back into a high plank, top of a push-up. So again, pausing here, spreading the fingers really wide and rotating the eyes of the elbows forward. So if you were to micro bend your elbows, they wouldn't go out to the sides, they would bend straight back. Take your gaze to the top of your mat, lift your kneecaps and bring your core nice and tight. Squeeze everything. You got it. Take one more breath in, rock forward on your toes. You can always modify by bringing your knees down, or you can take a high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, squeezing the elbows, pause, tops of the feet come down onto the mat, straighten the arms, roll the shoulders back, cobra or upward facing dog. Here you can again take a little movement side to side, drop your hips, look over your shoulder, and take it to the other side. Come back to center, roll the shoulders down your back and lengthen your neck. Now lift your kneecaps off of your mat for upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale as you pike back, press into the earth, upper body strength to roll over your toes into that down dog. Pressing the heels down. You can still pedal or you can find stillness. Let's set up this down dog. So again, you can look at the fingers, make sure they're straight forward. I like to grip the mat with all 10 fingerprints. Press down into your palms. Hands are outer shoulder width distance apart. Feet are hip width distance. If you feel like you have a lot of weight in your shoulders and you're trying to find this down dog, bend your knees slightly and then straighten the arms. Let's prioritize a long, straight spine. So it's okay if your heels aren't touching quite yet. It takes a while to get there. So find stillness. Maybe the heels melt slightly. Inhale, look forward between your thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees with the hips high, step or hop to the top of the mat, big toes to touch. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, tuck the chin. Root to rise, this time reverse your swan dive, coming all the way up to standing. And let's keep it going. Cactus your arms, Anuvatasana, lift your heart and lean back. Inhale to re-extend, reach up. Hands through heart, lead with your heart and forward fold, Uttanasana all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale to lengthen, tailbone to crown. Exhale as you plant the hands, step or hop, high to low, Chaturanga. So if you're coming with me, we're gonna take an inhale, rock forward. Exhale, Chaturanga, squeeze the elbows, pause. Don't let the shoulders dip below the elbows. Tops of the feet down, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll up and over your toes, downward facing dog. Bring the big toes together at the back of the mat. As you inhale, lift the right heel high to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open and stack, and you can take some circles with this right knee. Don't let the shoulders dip. A lot of times that left shoulder likes to dip down, so keep pulling it up, spreading the fingers, and pressing the left heel to the mat. Inhale to re-extend, straighten the leg. Knee to nose, rock high on the ball of your back left foot. Barrel your upper body forward and tap, maybe knee to nose. Inhale to re-extend, high kick, three-legged dog. Knee to nose as you barrel forward, this time step through between your hands. Heel, ball of the foot, and then toe. Pause here for just a moment. So notice if you weren't able to quite step all the way through, your ankle might not be under your knee. So you can just help it, walk it forward so that it comes right under the knee, and then bring your back left knee down. Walk up to your knee, and then bring your hands to your hips. We're really trying to get a nice stretch into the hip flexor, the psoas, so tuck your tailbone. We don't want to arch our back and take the upper body forward. We want to stack shoulders right over the hips. With the right hand on the hip or on the leg, you can reach the left arm up and over, still tucking your tailbone. And then take a side bend over to the right. Breathe here, really pressing and lifting. Sweep the right arm up to meet the left. Take a big breath in. Cactus your arms, lift your heart, and then pressing now your hips forward, trying to find a big heart opener here. Take one more breath, feel like your heart is lifting up, breathe in. As you exhale, frame your front foot, hands come to the mat. Lift your back knee and sweep your right arm high, take a twist. Pull the crease of your right hip back. Really spread the top right fingers. See if you can get the hand behind you even more. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, set your hand down, step back, high plank. If you'd like to, you can take your chaturanga. You can always hold your high plank and pike your hips back into your downward facing dog. Your choice how you get there. We'll take our hips up and back and bring our big toes back together to touch. Inhale your left leg high to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bend your knee, open and stack your left hip. Take some big circles. Again, notice if one shoulder dropped, we want even weight in the hands. And see if you can really press your right heel down. Take an inhale to re-extend, straighten your top leg, lift to the sky. Rock up onto the ball of your back foot, barrel your upper body forward, tiger pose, knee to nose. Inhale, high kick, re-extend, breathe. Exhale, barrel forward, stepping through all the way between the hands. Try to get the heel, the ball of the foot, and then the toes. Again, help it if it didn't quite make it there. Bring your back knee down. You can walk up to your knee and bring your hands to your hips. So again, tucking the tailbone. We don't want to arch in the low back, so make sure that your hips are squaring forward. You can do this by squeezing the upper inner thighs together. Inhale, reaching your arms up. And then again, bringing your right hand down to your hip. You can take this side bend up and over. Keep your tailbone tucked under. Keep breathing, lifting as you side bend. And sweep both arms to the sky. Take a breath in, breathe. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your heart, press your hips forward. Finding this nice, open body, lifting the heart. Try not to dump into the low back. So feel like a string is on your heart, lifting you up as you lean back. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat, frame your foot. Back knee will lift and left arm will lift. Take this open twist. Pull the crease of this hip back and see if you can twist more from your mid back. Take one more breath, open twist. Exhale, hand to the mat, step it back, high plank to chaturanga, or you can always just take the upward facing dog to downward facing dog, your choice. Take a big breath in, open your mouth, gentle sigh, let it go. One more time, breathe in, fill up. Open your mouth, let out some heat. Seal your lips, breathe in. Out through your nose, exhale. Inhale, look forward between your thumbs. Exhale, bend your knees, step, or if you're hopping, see how light you can land at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale and fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Sweep your fingers on the earth to set low and sweep your arms to the sky. Look down, make sure you can see your toes over your knees, so if you can't, just pull the knees back and tuck the tailbone slightly to take out any arch in your low back. Taking one more breath in right here, squeeze your legs. Exhale, airplane the arms, maybe graze your fingers on your mat, sweep back, squeeze your shoulder blades. Graze the mat again as you inhale, standing all the way up, press your hips forward, take a lean back, hands through heart, hinging at your hips, forward fold all the way down, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step, or again, if you're hopping back, make sure you land with your elbows bent in that low plank position. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, pike up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right heel high to the sky, three-legged. Knee to nose and step it all the way through into your lunge. Make sure that the ankle again is under the knee. With an inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, get a bit lower into that front knee. Look down at it, make sure it's right over the ankle, and the back leg is nice and long. Squeeze the upper inner thighs, that will square the hips forward. Taking one more breath in, squeeze the upper inner thighs, cactus your arms, open your heart, and a slight back bend. Inhale to re-extend, crescent lunge. Exhale, spin the back foot 90, warrior two. So make sure that the pinky edge of the back foot is in line with the back edge of your mat and your right toes are straight forward. You can take a couple pulses, first time here. So open the arms, you can even flip your hands up. Feel your arms supported by your lats and tuck your tailbone. Gaze over your front fingers. Find that warrior gaze. Flip your right hand, reverse warrior. As you inhale, reach up and back, little to no weight in your left arm, you're welcome to take a bind around your low back and grab the top of your thigh. Taking one more breath in right here. Exhale, extended side angle. You can start with your right elbow on the knee and the left arm to the sky. If you feel ready, you're welcome to bring the hand all the way down to the inside or outside of your front foot, and then the left arm can reach up and over. Take the pinky edge down and try to spiral your heart. Straight back leg, keep tugging your hip bones forward. Take one more exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle, press through the front heel, straighten both legs, reach up and back. So if you can press the right hip bone forward as you lift. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands to the inside of your front foot, spin on the ball of your left. We're taking a runner's lunge, so heel toe the right foot to the top corner of the mat. I want the ankle in front of the knee. So if it's not quite there, just go ahead and crawl your toes to where you can get that ankle forward. You can bring the back knee down. You can stay up, you can twist, or you're welcome to come down onto your forearms, or if you have blocks, you can use those as well. I'm pressing my right knee out and hugging the right hip in. So really feeling this in the outer hip. Of course, go where you feel comfortable today and breathe. So notice anywhere you're holding on to tightness, maybe your jaw, you can unclench your teeth. You can relax the muscles on your face. And just breathe into those tight places. Take one more full breath in right here. Open your mouth side out. Walk back up onto your hands. We're gonna heel toe the foot into the center of the mat and then take both hands on either side to frame the foot. As you inhale, straighten the front leg, flex the toes back to your shin. We're taking a half split. So making sure that the back's not rounding, your hands can be tented on the mat. As you inhale, heart towards your toes and flex your toes back to your shin. As you exhale, you start to get a little bit lower. Make sure you can feel this in your hamstring. If flexing your toes is too much, you can relax the toes a bit. Try to flex the pinky edge of that foot back if you're flexing your toes. Taking one more exhale right here. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, bend back into your front knee. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, step it back into a high plank. You're welcome to take an ekapada, chaturanga, and float your back foot. So one-legged chaturanga. And take your upward facing dog to your downward facing dog. All right, left side, inhale, heel to the sky, breathe in. Knee to nose and step it all the way through. Again, trying to press the earth away as you step your foot all the way through. Rise up, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, get a little bit lower into that front knee and try to really straighten the back right leg. Lift the back heel as much as you can and squeeze your upper inner thighs together. Shoulders over hips, bring the ribs in, taking one more breath. As you exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart. Good, inhale, re-extend, crescent lunge. Exhale, spin the back foot 90, open the arms, warrior two. So again, look at your base, make sure that the toes on your left foot are straight forward and that the heel is in line with the back arch of the right foot. You can again take these little pulses in and out. You can flip the hands up, feel your back engaged, supporting your arms. Get low. Remember to tuck the tailbone, bring the ribs in. You can flip the palms back. Flip your left palm up and reverse your warrior. So reach up and then slightly back. You don't want to dump all the weight into the back of your right side body. You can bind your arm. Make sure that the knee doesn't cave in. Keep pressing the knee out to the left edge of your mat. As you exhale, extended side angle. You can bring your elbow to your knee and reach the right arm high. Again, don't let the booty stick out. So really try to draw your sit bones forward If you're ready, you can bring the hand down to the inside or outside edge of that front foot. As you press your arm into your leg presses back. You can extend the top arm up and over, bring the shoulder into the socket, and spiral your heart. Take one more exhale right here. Inhale, reverse triangle, press into that front heel. Both legs are straight. Left hip is bumping forward as I reach up and back. Find length, taking one more breath. And cactus, cartwheel your hands down. Let's roll into the ball of the back foot and step the left foot to the top corner of the mat, making sure that the ankle's in front of the knee again. You can bring the right knee down, untuck the toes. You can stay up onto your hands, and you can twist open if you'd like. You can also come on down to your blocks or to your forearms, whatever feels good. And again, as I'm pressing my hips forward, I'm hugging this left hip in and pressing the knee out. So I can turn my toes out as well. I like to press the ball of my foot down, or you might like to rotate to the pinky edge of that front foot. Again, taking nice slow breaths, maybe just close your eyes and notice the stress, the tension melting out of your neck, out of your shoulders. Take a big breath in right here. Open your mouth, let it go. Walk back up onto your palms and shimmy that foot back into the center of the mat. So heel toe it in, hand on either side of that front leg, and inhale to straighten and flex the toes back. So I'm bumping my hips back over that back knee. The back toes can be untucked or tucked. So inhale, lengthen. You don't want to round the spine, heart forward. As you exhale, maybe get a bit lower. Again, flex these toes back as much as you can. If it feels better to today, you can relax the toes. You just want to breathe into that hamstring. So with every exhale, maybe you get a bit lower. And if you have a full split, you're welcome to take it a step further. So taking 2 more breaths right here. Nice big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Bend into your front knee, hands to the mat to frame the foot. Lift the back knee and step it back. You're welcome to take your one-legged chaturanga, ekapada. Skip it all together. Find your way back into your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, let it go. One more time like that. Breath in, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale the right heel high to the sky to prepare. Half pigeon as you bring the shin forward. Bring the knee behind the right wrist, the ankle behind the left. Let the leg come down, and then you can walk this back leg longer. I'm trying to get the shin as much forward as you can, but if it's better for your knee, if it's better for your hip, you can bring the ankle in a little bit closer. If you're a little bit more advanced, you might try to take the ankle forward. Notice if you need anything underneath that right sit bone, you can bring a blanket or a block underneath you. Or if it feels better on your knee, you can come onto your back and take a supine figure 4. Flexing the foot and pulling the shin in. So if you're in your half pigeon, sit up nice and tall. Take a big breath in, open the heart, and lay it forward. Releasing your hands down. Maybe your forehead, relax your forehead onto your palms, onto the floor. Or if you have a block, you can bring a block under your forehead. So as you're pressing your hips square to the mat, pull the right hip back slightly and press the left hip bone forward. And notice if you're shrugging your shoulders up to your ears, try to relax the shoulders down your back. Breathe nice and slow, filling up, and letting go. 2 more breaths right here. See if your heart can melt down the center line of your mat a bit more. 1 more exhale, let go. And as you inhale, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Sit up nice and tall. Tuck your left toes, lift the left knee, and sweep the right leg high to the sky. Open up the hip, kick, shake, pump the leg. If you have a wild thing, you can flip your dog. The left leg stays straight. The right toes will drop down nice and easy. My left arm stays straight right under the shoulder, and lift the hips and reach back. When you're ready, look to where your right hand goes. To reflip, lift the right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog, and step it back, downward facing. Let's take that on the other side. Left heel to the sky to prepare. Breathe in. Shin to the top of the mat for half pigeon. Bring the knee behind the left wrist, the ankle behind the right, and then I like to step the right leg back nice and long behind me. You can bring your hand to your knee, your hand to your ankle. Sit up nice and tall. Again, if you have any knee pain, go ahead and come onto your back. Take this a supine figure 4. Take another breath in, fill up, and as you exhale, come on down. Relaxing the forehead to the earth, to your palms, or to a block. Again, a little self-adjustment here is to think about pulling the left hip up and back and pressing the right hip forward and down. Again, notice your shoulders. Relax them 100%. Let go of any tension in your neck, your jaw, your face. Find these nice moments to just breathe into the tightness, creating more space. Taking one more nice, full, deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. Hands come back in, walk back so you can sit up nice and tall. Tuck your right toes, lift the right knee, sweep the left leg up and back. You can bend the knee, open the hip. If you'd like to flip the dog, that right leg stays straight. You're gonna spin on the ball of your right foot and try to bend the left leg to step the toes down. Staying on the ball of that foot, lift the hips and reach the left arm up and over. When you're ready to reflip your dog, look to where your left hand goes. Place the hand down as I lift the left leg to the sky. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time here, you've got 3 breaths, pressing the heels down, noticing any subtle shifts, any changes. Maybe you can lift the toes off the mat, lift the kneecaps, roll the shoulders down. Take one more breath in. Slow and steady breath out. As you inhale, tap the knees down. You can always hop forward or shoot through. We're just gonna step back towards our heels and sweep our legs forward. Come to the top of your mat so your heels are at the very top edge. Maybe move the flesh from your sit bones so you can sit up nice and tall. Sweep your arms up, take a big breath in, flex your toes back towards your shins. And as you exhale, lift up and over, reach and grab your feet, maybe your ankles or your shins, whatever you can grab without really rounding your spine. So I don't want to see this roundedness. Relax the shoulders, bend the elbows. Maybe you're just right here. So as you inhale, you have a string attached from your heart to your toes. And as you exhale, you're just getting a little bit lower. So 2 more breaths right here. See if you can press the backs of your knees down. Draw your navel in. On your last exhale here, maybe just tuck your chin for a moment, get as low as you can. Inhale, sit back up, lengthen, reach your hands forward, point your toes, and start to round all the way down. Drag your heels, pull your navel in. Once you're down on your back, reach your arms up and over, point your toes, big full body stretch. Gather your knees into your chest, rock side to side, or maybe make circles on the mat with your low spine. Hug your knees in, give yourself a big squeeze, and then bring the heels down. Hands to the side, sitting up for a bridge pose. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Reach down, make sure you can touch the backs of your heels. Flatten your low spine all the way down. As you inhale, press into your feet to roll and lift the spine up off the mat. You can shimmy your shoulder blades underneath you. You can grab the outside edges of your mat to pull as you lift. You're welcome to interlace your hands, or if you have a full wheel in your practice, any front body heart opener here would work. If you have your hands interlaced under you, press the pinky edges down as you lift your hips up. Try to look at the ceiling right above your head, so don't look around. Shimmy your shoulder blades, lift your sternum towards your chin, taking one more inhale. As you exhale, if you have the bind, gently let it go. Roll from the top of your spine all the way down. Knees come into the armpits, flex the feet to the sky, dead bugs pose, pull down, flatten your spine. If you have a happy baby, you can rock side to side, or take a little ninja baby, straighten one knee and then the other with a little kick side to side. Whatever feels good here, just move around. Bring the knees back in, come back to center. Knees over the hips. You can open the arms to a T or find a cactus. Let's take a supine twist. Let's walk our hips over to the right and let the knees fall over to the left. A little hip bump just keeps the spine nice and long. Then you can look to your open right palm. You can take your hand to the top knee to reach and give it a little support as it twists. Draw your top hip bone forward and down away from you. Take one more breath in right here. Nice and slow, let it go. Come on back to center. You can again bump the hips up and over to the left and then drop the hips over to the right. Look over to your opposite hand and then the hand can come onto the top of the knee. Try to get both shoulder blades down and draw the top hip bone down away from you. Maybe just close your eyes here as you twist. Feel the twist and feel length at the same time. Come on back to center, bringing the knees back in all the way. Let's take a final squeeze. You can wrap your hands around your shins. Bring your knees to your nose to your knees. Take a big full breath. Breathe in right here and hold. Open your mouth, let it go. Shavasana. Let the feet come nice and wide. The toes can flop open. The hands to your sides with the palms up. Press the back of your head into the mat to shimmy your shoulder blades underneath you a bit more. Eyes are closed, heavy in their sockets. Take a big breath in with me right now. Fill up. And as you open your mouth, melt, relax, release your body. So for these last few moments here, as you're relaxing, every exhale gets you a bit deeper into your mat. You let go of tension and stress in your body. You feel yourself fully supported by the earth underneath you. And take this as long as you need to. If you're ready to come back, come with me. Start by taking some nice deep breaths in. Fully feel your chest rise and fall. Expand to the sides. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll your wrists and your ankles. Take any other movement that feels good, sweeping your arms all the way up over your head again, finding a big full body stretch. And as you exhale, you can bend your knees back in and roll over to your favorite side, your bottom arm under your head like a pillow, the top hand to the earth right in front of your heart. So just pausing here in the supported fetal pose for a moment. Back to your breath, back to your intention. When you're ready, press that hand into the earth to rise up into a comfortable, easy seat. You can gently cross one leg in front of the other. The eyes can remain closed or soft, bringing your hands to your heart. An Anjali Mudra, bow to your chin, a symbol of gratitude. And so taking these last few moments with me to just fill up with gratitude, to just be here in this present moment. Come back to your intention, gather that into your thoughts, into your mind and your heart. And all together, taking one full breath in, all together, fill up. Lift your chin, open your mouth, send it out. Inhale your thumbs to your third eye center to honor and acknowledge the light, the love, and the voice within each and every one of us. And bowing forward from my heart to yours with love and gratitude. Namaste.